What's going on, everybody? Welcome to today's video. Welcome to the channel. Please remember to hit that like and that subscribe button. Um, I know it's been a while. I don't know why I always say that every time I go a length of time without doing the video. I always come back on after not being on for however long. I always say it's been a while since y'all last seen me, but it truly has been a while. I think my last video was December of last year. I think, yeah, December of last year. I think it was the last day, the 31st, if I'm not mistaken. But a lot has truly, truly, truly been going on behind the scenes in regards to life. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't gonna get into the details, at least in this video. Lately, I just been trying to muster up the motivation and the drive to do a video, given what's been going on and whatnot. But like I said, we'll talk about that in a later video or whatever. But I came on here to let you guys know that I had started a fruit diet, a 21-day fruit diet. And I started this past Sunday. And so today is what's today? Wednesday. So day three or four, one of them days. And you know, it's been going pretty well. I ain't gonna lie. The first 2 days, it was very challenging. Mind you, I've done this before, and all of what I felt before, I'm feeling now. You know what I'm saying? In regards to, my body adjusting to, not eating various things or whatever. And so, but I did it before. It was a success. I'm sorry. And I'm, on one again. And so, I believe it'll be a success and whatnot. I feel like I got through the hurdles, the mental hurdles or whatever. Because like I said, the first 2 days, it was a struggle. Like, it took a lot for me not to give in to wanting a piece of fried chicken. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially Monday. Like, it took a lot for me not to go to Popeyes and get me like a 3-piece and some fries, bro. Like, I got a whole coupon in my bag right now. Like, but I didn't give in. Thank the Lord I didn't give in. Um, and here we are. I got my little cucumber with lemon and water, and there's some chai seeds. Well, it was some chai seeds in here, but this is a fresh new bottle or whatever. I had chai seeds in this earlier. To make a long story short, but yeah, it's been quite the journey, even though we just started. I've definitely um, noticed a difference, um, not only in the physical, but I mean that's the preferred goal, because I do want to lose weight and all this good stuff. But I mainly am striving to see a difference in mindset. That's one of the reasons why I took on this fruit challenge, because I know when I did it the first time, what it did for me mentally. Like, I felt sharp in my mind. I felt more alert, more aware type deal. You know what I'm saying? And I want to be able to experience that again, and not just experience it, but continue with it. You get what I'm saying? And so I feel like this challenge can help, me get a good start with where I'm trying to go as far as this journey of mine. You know what I mean? Lately, I've been on this thought of becoming more disciplined. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think this video is going to be long. And I feel like I'm going to have to do another video because I'm currently waiting on my brother to get off from work. So I got time, a little time on my hands. But lately I've been on this journey of becoming more disciplined. You get what I'm saying? Discipline in my mind, discipline in, just all areas of my life, and I don't know, man, like the older you get, the more you realize like what's really important. You get what I'm saying? And I don't know, man. I just been in this mode where if I'm not disciplined, then I'm not gonna last in life. You get what I'm saying? And that's something that I'm saying to myself. Like I have to. It's okay to be motivated for something. You know what I'm saying? It's okay to be driven. It's okay to have desires. It's okay to, want to do something. But bro, if you don't have discipline, if you're not committed, then all of that emotion that you got built up is just is for nothing. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, even before I started this challenge, I've been, you know, learning. And it's crazy because it's all this stuff is so basic. You know what I mean? Like the more I think about it, it's basic stuff. Basic truths, like fundamental truths. You gotta have discipline, you gotta have commitment, you gotta have loyalty. Like all of that I feel is basic fundamental truths in my honest estimation. But it's like I don't know. I mean, I speak for myself, and I'm not sitting here saying that I'm not disciplined. I mean, I can be better. You know what I mean? But it's like stuff like that tends to get overlooked. You get what I'm saying? Because it can come off as boring, and that's something that I was meditating on yesterday. Like, living a disciplined life, living a committed, devoted life, like that can come off as boring because you're you're not hanging on mere motivation. You get what I'm saying? Like once that feeling of wanting to do something is gone, like what are you holding on to? You get what I'm saying? And I ain't gonna lie, I fell prey to stuff like that. Like once the feeling of wanting to do something or wanting to finish something, once it's gone, like what am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? Like, and I'm gonna be honest with y'all. I made an attempt to do this challenge that I'm on right now. I made an attempt to do it earlier this year, back in January, last month. But obviously, I didn't do it. You know what I mean? I started it, but I fell, and I just didn't have the drive to want to do it again. But it's like now this time is different. It's like, okay, if this is something that you want to do, like you got to stick with it. Even when you don't feel like doing it, you have to make it up in your mind like this is what I'm going to do and I'm going to stick with it. And you can apply that to all aspects of life. You know what I'm saying? Like if you really want to do something, you get what I'm saying? I don't know why this dude is in the middle of the street on his bike. Like cars ain't just going by. Like, come on, bro. Like, get out the way. But anyway, um, like, yeah, that's really what I've been on lately. Like, okay, one, nothing in life is going to be handed to you. You know what I mean? Like, you have to be willing to put in the work. And it's crazy because stuff like that we already know. Like, a part of us already know, like, okay, we got to put the work in. Like it sounds good up here, but like when you actually go to live this thing out, when you go to live out, you know, the Christian walk, when you go to live out whatever goals you set out to accomplish for yourself, like it's a lot different compared to you repeating it to yourself. You get what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's where a lot of us fail, because a lot of times stuff doesn't line up with what we expect. You know what I'm saying? And because things don't go the way we expected, we tend to fold under pressure. You know what I mean? And like in the case, and I use myself for an example. This fruit diet that I'm on, where I'm just eating nothing but fruit. You know what I mean? And I'll go ahead and say this. Uh, I added in some pumpkin seeds to go with my fruit. You know what I'm saying? But I'm mainly eating fruit. Like when I first started this, like there was a part of me that was like, bro, just give in. You know what I mean? Just give in. You know, it's okay if you want to have a little cheat meal or whatever. You know what I mean? Mind you, this is the first 2 days. And there's a part of me that's like, go get that. Go get it. You know what I mean? If you want chicken, go get it. If you want a burger, go get it. Ain't nobody gonna know. You know what I'm saying? But see, that's that temptation that was worn within my own mind. And it's like, sure, I can go do it, but I'll be lying to myself. You know what I'm saying? Because I told myself this is what I was going to do. And even if I do fall, and I'm and listen, I'm telling myself like, I can just start over tomorrow, da 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 da. You know what I'm saying? Those voices that's telling you to do the opposite of what you say you was gonna do. And I don't know, man. It took a lot for me to just say no. You know what I'm saying? Like it took a lot for me to say no. And I'm glad I did, because granted I'm not going off of what I feel, but like I feel like there's a level of growth. You know what I mean? With with holding yourself accountable. You get what I'm saying? And so that's pretty much where I'm at right now. Just striving to be disciplined, like just striving to say, well, not just say, but stick to what I say I'm going to do. You know what I mean? And I mean, it's not easy. It's definitely hard. You know what I mean? It is not easy at all. But I feel like if it's something that you want, then you got to be willing to commit. You got to be willing to buckle down. You got to be willing to just do it, and be patient with the results. Be patient with the process. You know what I'm saying? We use that word process a lot, but when it comes to us maturing in this life, because that's something that I was thinking about on yesterday. You know, the difference between mastering something and maturing in something. Bro, I feel like that's another video for another day and time. I ain't gonna lie to y'all, because like it dawned on me, like when it comes to discipline, when it comes to, you know, committing yourself to something, like that's not something you can master. Like when you think of discipline, what's one of the things that stands out? Self. You know what I mean? When we talk discipline, we talk more of the control of self control, and which is one of the fruits of the spirit, self control. And bro, the one thing I know as a fact when it comes to living in this body of ours, bro, we cannot master this. That's one of the things we as humans cannot do, is master ourselves. Like, bro, many people have tried to do it. You know what I'm saying? And they failed at mastering themselves. But we can mature. I hope that makes sense. Like, bro, like I hope that made sense what I just said, bro. Like, discipline is not something, and I had to understand that when I was thinking about it yesterday. Like, discipline, committing yourself, just the basic fundamental truths, like being consistent, being persistent, like all of that. Like, even faith. Like when you think about faith and your belief, like that's not something you master, bro. Like that's something you develop, mature. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like once we understand that, then we can, I feel like then we can start to move forward. And that's something that I even had to come to grips with. Like, okay, this is not something I can master because I can't master myself. You know what I'm saying? But I can mature. And I started asking myself various questions like, okay, what are some things that I need to mature in? Not master. Because to say that you mastered something is to say that and y'all just hear me out. Is to say that you reach the end of something, that you reach the limit type deal. Like there's no weaknesses, no flaws, no down settings and whatever you mastered. You know what I mean? Like there's no flaw. Like you're complete. And the one thing I know as humans, bro, we are flawed. Like we are flawed, bro. Like it don't matter what we accomplish. Like we are still human. We are still subject to fall, bro. And so understanding that is like, okay, maturity, like mature, like development, growth, all that, bro. Like that is something we can do. We can mature. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like things like, when you want to become better at something, when you want to, become more disciplined, when you want to become more committed. And I'm sorry if I keep saying the word discipline a lot in this video, but that word has really been in my heart since the beginning of this year, being more disciplined. You know what I'm saying? Last year, one of my things was, embracing the moment. Like that just kept, ringing in my ear type, like just embrace the moment. You know what I mean? Don't take nothing for granted. Like, be present. You know what I mean? That's not to say that you take no thought for what's ahead, but a lot of us, we fall prey to looking at the future that we don't realize what's in front of us. You get what I'm saying? And so that was one of my goals for last year. Just be in the moment, bro. Like just get what you can out of where you are, because you may need what's present for later type deal. I hope that makes sense. But like, yeah, and so that was last year. This year, discipline, bro. Like just discipline. Like become more disciplined. Like learn how to say no to yourself. You know what I mean? It's okay to put restrictions on yourself. That's not saying that um, you're I don't know how to say it, but like, you want to be more accountable with yourself. And that's where I'm at right now in my life. And that's probably why I haven't really been doing a lot of these videos, because I've been on a self-reflection type, like a self-reflect, or however you want. No, evaluation, self-evaluation. That's what I've been on lately. That's why I haven't really been on here, because it's like, what is it about me that I need to mature in? You get what I'm saying? And like when you feel the pressing on your heart, like when you feel convicted about something, like you really got to pay attention to it, because it's God's way of trying to tell you, like, hey, you need to work on this before you get to this. You get what I'm saying? And so I feel like that's where I'm at right now in my life, bro. Just self-evaluation. Like, what is it that I need? And honestly, I mean, I already know the answers to it. You know what I mean? And that's the crazy part about it, because a lot of us already know the answers to it. We already know the answers to those questions. Like, okay, what's hindering me from reaching the next goal? A lot of it is obvious. There are some that we need prayer and fasting for, but then there are some that's just obvious. Like, okay, you already know what you need to do. You know what I mean? And it's just, you know, you just got to get it done. You got to work on it. You got to mature in that. You know what I mean? And I don't know why, but lately I've been feeling like, okay, it's time to go back to square one. Like, let's go back to the basics. Let's go back to, the beginning. You know what I mean? Because, bro, I don't care how many steps you try to jump over. If you don't take each step, bro, you're going to have to, like, each step serves a purpose. That's what I'm trying to say. And if you try to jump over one, you're going to mess around and have to go back and take that one step again. I hope that made sense. But yeah, that's where I'm at right now in my life, bro. And that's another reason why I took the opportunity to want to do this challenge thing, because sometimes you got to make space in your mind. You know what I mean? You got to clear your mind, like, okay, let's get this done. Because I feel like one of the greatest things a man and or a woman, you know, has a hard time doing is facing him or herself. Like, I heard a quote the other week, and the dude was like, and I'm paraphrasing what he said too. He was like, before a man can be revealed to the world, he's revealed to himself. Bro, that hit deep. I ain't gonna lie. That hit deep. I ain't gonna lie to you, bro. Like, before God can take you where he wants you to go, where he wants you to be, like, he's gonna reveal you to you, man. And when he reveals you to you, you have to be willing to, one, acknowledge, like, okay, Lord, I'm flawed. Like, this is hindering me type deal. What do I need to do? You know what I mean? And whenever the Lord shines a light on a certain thing, we have to be willing to deal with it. And when I say deal with it, I mean, like, get rid of it. You got to get rid of it because it's in the way. It's stopping your growth. It's stopping what he's trying to do. And, the Lord has a way, I believe, of, one, removing all excuses. You know what I mean? He has a way of making the way clear for you. And you have the choice to either, you know, be obedient and submit, or, just keep going through cycles. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, bro. Like, listen, man, we can't afford to keep going through cycles in 2026. You get what I'm saying? And so that's where I'm at right now, man. Like, just striving to become more disciplined. You know what I mean? Striving to not fall for feelings. You know what I'm saying? Because your feelings can really deceive you, bro. Like, you say one thing, and when you start it, there's a part of you that's like, I'll try again another day. That right there, that is what needs to be checked. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, even when listen, even this past Sunday, when I started my fruit challenge, I remember saying to myself, a man who does not control his body and mind cannot control anything. Like, bro, let that sink in for a second. A person who does not have rule over himself, like, and when I say rule, I don't mean rule as in, like we said that word, mastering yourself, but like rule over as in, subjection. You know what I mean? Subject. Like, if you cannot control your yourself, then you really can't control nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can control everything else, but if you can't bring yourself under subjection, then you're just, you know, you're not. It's like you're not fit for whatever is in store for you, type deal. I feel like I'm all over the place, and I feel like that didn't really make sense, but I hope that makes sense. Like, that's one of the things that we need to mature in, is being able to have self-control. pretty much what I want to say. Self-control is key, bro. And a part of that is just you being disciplined. You know what I mean? Discipline in your mind, discipline in what you say, how you live, how you carry yourself, how you talk, how you think, like all that, bro. You know what I'm saying? And obviously, it's not going to happen overnight. That's why I say it's something that you can mature in. You can mature in being disciplined as opposed to mastering it, if that makes sense. Because, I mean, sure, you're subject to fall, even if you're striving to mature in something. But, like, even if you fall, bro, like one of my favorite verses in the Bible, bro, it says, "A just man falls 7 times, but he rises up again." You get what I'm saying? A just man. A just man is a disciplined man. A just man is a man that's committed, loyal, devoted, all that. And even he is subject to fall. But guess what? He gets up again. You get what I'm saying? And that's something that I've been telling myself, like, you can't be afraid to fall. Like, you can't be afraid to make a mistake. You know what I mean? It's one thing to fall, but it's another thing to, you know, be in a cycle of falling. You know what I mean? Because if you find yourself in cycles, then you're just being deliberate. You get what I'm saying? And I mean, I've been guilty of that. You know what I mean? I ain't gonna speak for everybody else. I've been guilty of that. But it's like, I don't know, man. I just got this sense like we need to mature in the basic fundamental truths. And that's, to me personally, that's being disciplined, committed, loyal, consistent. You know what I mean? And all those other things. Like, if we can mature in those things, bro, I mean, no telling. You know what I mean? But it's just a matter of falling in line. You know, we have to be willing to fall in line with God's plan and purpose. You know what I mean? Because we can't we can't live in his purpose if we're not disciplined, if we're not doing what we're supposed to do. You know, because the Lord is going to do what he's going to do. He's already done it for us. We just have to fall in line. You get what I'm saying? And so I hope y'all understood me. And of course, there's going to be more. Um, I just got to get myself together and, make time and stuff like that. So I pray y'all are having a wonderful day so far. I hope y'all had a wonderful Valentine's. Um, Me and Bree, we went out to a nice Japanese spot. The restaurant was pretty nice. It was out Chesapeake and whatnot, and so it was pretty dope. It was pretty dope. Um, but yeah, man, I hope y'all. I really do hope y'all understood what I was trying to say and understood where I was coming from. You know what I'm saying? Like, we gotta be disciplined, bro. We got to. We have to become more of who God predestined us to be. You know what I mean? We have to become more of the people God desired for us to be. And, I don't know, man. I don't know, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's crazy. It's crazy. But I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video, whenever that will be. Because, like I said, man, we got a lot going on, bro, behind the scenes. But at the end of the day, God is still good. You know what I'm saying? God is still good, bro. God is still good. And I'm truly thankful. I really am. I'm truly thankful. And so, thank y'all for watching. Remember to hit that like and that subscribe button. If you like today's video, please leave a like, comment what you think, your thoughts, honestly. And, I look forward to seeing y'all in the next video. Till then, y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. Peace.